We are salt of the nation, but we don't know how much revenue is generated. Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwifuru cries out, oil that is coming from our backyard. Hope Uzodinjo cannot account how much is 1 barrel per oil. I mean, how much is 1 barrel per crude oil. Gold in Zamfara belongs to the state, but the oil, the coal, other mineral resources that have been found in Biafra land belong to the government. A deep reflection on the issues prevailing the southeast. That is what I will title this message. And I ask, how do we get to this point, and how are we going to reverse this menace? All these contracts have been signed even before we were born. And our people are the helm of all the affairs. And they are the ones that signed us into all this deep problem we are having today in the southeast. Nnamdi Azikiwe, as is being so called, does nothing for the Igbos when he stands the chance to change the narrative of the whole thing. Chuba Okadibo, as a Senate president then, didn't even do anything that he can be remembered for in the southeastern part of the country. We only know him as a good man. Just like Methuselah, who is the oldest in the Bible. But what the man did with his old age can never be accounted for. That's exactly the issue of Chuba Okadibo. During his reign, he keep on buying cows during Salah, given to the north, just to solidify his position as the Senate president as of then. At the end, what happens? The same Hausa people used an Igbo man to poison him, and he died. Ekweremadu as a deputy Senate president, what did he achieve to the southeast? Can they be able to reverse all the nonsense contracts being signed by the so-called our forefathers to reverse this case? Because the federal infrastructure that has been dilapidated in the southeastern part of the country is nothing to write home about. Yet, the mineral resources coming from our own region is being used to develop a region that cannot account for anything. They only call them the food basket of the nation. But they can't even provide enough food to feed the nation. And Nigeria went into importation. If you go to the north, the least road you can expect to see a mud, my dear, it is tied by Gilot Beggar. Look at what happened in Enugu State the other day. A bridge that been built in 1978 to 1979. Collapsed the other day. The bridge has dilapidated that even the bridge itself begin to cry, please repair me. Where am I going to start and where am I going to end? The deep reflection of how the Biafrans get into mess. That is the title of this message. We are the salt of the nation, but we don't know how much is being generated in the so-called salt. According to Governor Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi State. Anyway, my wonderful people, happy new month to you all. And I come in peace. And I hope you also accept my message and the deep reflection that follows it in peace, because I have a lot on my mind. But if I keep saying it, I will not read the news that brought me here. We are going to take it one after the other. And I'll be dropping some deep reflections before I read the news at every of my broadcast, starting from this day, October 1st, 2023. Please, my dear listeners, viewers and subscribers, take note of this. Because according to adage, they said a word is enough for a wise. The southeast is in a deep mess. We need to do what? We need to reset. There have been a virus in the southeast. We need an antivirus to clean it up. Otherwise, we are going nowhere. We will still be where we are, even in decades to come, still shouting the same thing. I was being born and brought up when I was being told that youths are the leaders of tomorrow. Today I'm 45. I don't even quarterly come up from youth. And that tomorrow has been stopped to come. And our children are still singing that same music at the assembly ground. Even people inside the water assembly ground in our schools today, they are still singing the national anthem and youths are the leaders of tomorrow. What a word and what an irony of the misplaced priority in a mistake of a country called Nigeria. My dear brothers and sisters, hold on to your brave. I'm moving forward. I don't know about you. I cannot force you to believe on my own ideology because according to Iboman, they say time wait for nobody. We have another Ubonga headline, very, very interesting headline. More troubles for the country called Nigeria as their passport, as I'm talking to you, their passport have been devalued. It worth nothing before the international community. Be rest assured that anybody traveling now, whatever you see in any foreign airport, my dear, accept your fate. Now, so the thing take be. Nigeria is gone forever and is gone for good. Naira devaluation. Now we have 1,000 naira to $1. All quote accordion, my people. Aga, dekwa, and ago, the nakreka. More trouble for travelers as Nigerian passport ranked one of the weakest globally face devaluation. Independent Day message. This one is from the what do they call it? From the Labour Party presidential candidate, where in MB Peter Gringori will be sending message to the Nigerians. And he said, and I quote, Nigeria's situation is not hopeless, according to Peter Obi. Well, my wonderful people, let us read in between the lines. Like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos as we move on. Let us go there. The governor of Ebonyi State, Francis Nwifuru, has said that his government is not aware of the revenue that occurs from salt mining in his state. The governor said the Fulani government should be held accountable for the proceeds. Can you imagine that? And you cannot ask because you are being put there. They just carry you like a baby and put you on that seat. If you ask too much, they will also carry you like a baby and do what? And take you out from there. Ebonyi is the salt of the nation. And you ask how much we are making. It is under the Fulani government and it is only the Fulani Ministry of Mines and the State that can tell us how much they are making from the salt. You all know as a governor, I know what is going on, but I don't know the details because I don't issue certificates. They are answerable to me or to us. They are answerable to the Fulani Ministry of Mining. Even royalties are being paid to the Fulani Ministry of Mining, according to Francis Nwifuru of Ebonyi State. What the state gets is from community development. If you look at the Mining Act of 2007, very well, you will find out that the state is not recognized. What is recognized are the communities. That is what we are even agitating, that states should be given more opportunities to discuss the Mining Act. Ebonyi ranks among the states with the highest salt deposit in the country. Experts have decried the soaring rate of Nigeria's salt import and amid whose deposits in Ebonyi, Benue, Cross River, Abia, Taraba, and Nasarawa states. In 2022, the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics released a report that Nigeria spent at least 155 billion naira on importation of salt and other locally available products from Asia and South America. All these things is what we have in our backyard. What happens to the one they are mining? They have already sold it to the international communities who are paying them some peanuts to mine their own salt while they went into importation. This one in the country will one succeed. More trouble for travelers as passports ranked one of the weakest globally, faced more devaluation and more troubles. New message of hope from the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi of Anambra State. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the just concluded 2023 presidential selection, Peter Gregory Obi, has asked Nigerians to remain resilient and hopeful, saying that a new Nigeria is still possible. When and where? Peter Obi, stop this your dream in abeg. Talk another thing. Obi, in his independence message to Nigerians on Saturday, enjoined Nigerians not to despair over the agonizing situation in the country 63 years after independence from colonial rule. He said, even amidst grave uncertainties and apparent hardship, the citizens of Nigeria are experiencing due to persistent leadership failure after a whooping 63 years of our nationhood. The situation might be critical, but certainly not hopeless. Obi noted that the real reason Nigeria have remained visible mired in poor governance and poverty after 63 years is that successive administrations, through policies, actions, and inactions, have attempted to surpass or to suppress conscious people for them to remain at the helm of power. He said, the evidence of the elite consensus on the way forward on structure and nation building remains a core problem in this garbage called a country. If the input is garbage in, then the output will be garbage out. When you Google a subject, the response you get will be based on the questions you input. Every nation invariably determines its own fate and destiny and gets the leadership it deserves. Nigeria cannot be an exception. If we subscribe to rogue leadership, then we must face the attendance or attending consequences, according to Peter Obi. Obi also said at 63 years of this country, what type of questions are Nigerians asking their leaders and what type of answers are we expecting from them? If at 63 years we cannot conduct an election to allow the will of the people to prevail, what type of country do we expect? We expect a failure country. Every year on October 1st since 1960, we try to review our life as a nation, but on looking back, we can say that where we are is where we are supposed to be despite our vast human and natural resources. The answer is capital no, according to Peter Obi. Obi expressed hope that a new Nigeria is possible, stating that the burden of responsibility is on the Nigerians to take back their country from those engaged in state capture. While wishing Nigerians a happy independence and anniversary, the former governor of Anambra State prayed for God's continual mercy and grace on the so-called nation. So, my wonderful people, and I don't hear them from the horse's mouth, which is Peter Obi, I want to quickly remind us of this thing. During the time of, or during the electionary period, or campaigning period, we keep hearing APC and their presidential candidate. We will restructure Nigeria. We will do this, we will do that. Now, nobody is talking about that again. Even their manifesto, they are sweeping it under the carpet, under the bed. What they do now is, whether we are going front or we are going back, as long as we still have a space to borrow, we will borrow and share. And that is what Nigeria keep doing. That is what this administration keep doing. Imagine with the space of 117 days, they have borrowed over 10 trillion naira they can never account for. This life, no balance. Anyway, my wonderful people, now here I go take live on. I beg, make on digest this message. Let me know what you think at the comment section on this, my important message that I titled, A Deep Reflection of How Biafrans Have Gone From Bad to Worse. It's a must watch for every individual. Whether you are a Biafran, or you are a Oduduwa, you are a Arewa, you are a Nigerian, African, or you are from the world, my dear, watch this clip. Let me know what you think at the comment section. No abuse. Let us be civilized when commenting. I'll be right back again with another blockbuster. But still remember, my name still remains the same. Okute Daily Talk. Or you can call me Amandia Neze from the platform of Okute Daily Talk, giving to you the news that your heart desires. I don't propaganda. What I give is not the truth and nothing but the truth. I will go straight to the point. So, my wonderful Biafran brothers, my family members, and also the Nigerian at large, I wish us a very happy and Independence Day celebration. Have a nice day. I'll be right back. Bye for now. I'm signing out. Kebesiano.